Today's 17th of January 2018. I'm at Stuttgart CMT Trade Fair. This is the Ahorn Camp, Alaska, and it's a rather curious layout for a motorhome. And as I was walking down here, I had a look inside and I thought, I've just got to film that. That's really curious. So let's come to the garage to start off with, and there we can see, okay, we've got the bed there, which, okay, it's nothing unusual about the fact that you can actually move the bed up and down, and that will give more space. But I'm going to show you how what's unique about this, the layout inside, together with the price. Now, you've got a thing there which you stick in over there and you wind it up, and that'll take the bed up or down depending on requirement. Now let's have a look inside. Well, we see it's got a Webasto, which is a pretty expensive thing, but the starting price of this is just under 38,000. Okay, this one is 57,500 euros. But I mean, the kick-off price, okay, you won't have all the extras in it, but all the same, even just under 60,000, it's not an expensive price comparatively for what you're getting. Now let's come in here, and what I want to show here is, first of all, the position of the bed, which is comparatively low, but you can get it to go up. You've got a step up there. If you're frightened of falling out the bed, you can put one of these things up, which I think for most of us won't be necessary. Although I tend to fall out of single beds, and I did fall out of a bed in the motorhome I was in March of last year. I fell out of it twice. Single bed, so I moved into the double bed. Okay, let's have a look what else we've got. We've got a magnificent sized wardrobe here, so I'll just open that right now. You can see how big it is. And some more storage below. Toilet over here, and plenty of quite a fair bit of storage in there as well, under this thing here which moves around. There you go. And there's a shelf up there. There's a mirror with me. And let's have a look behind the door here. Now that's unusual, isn't it? You've got a door like that, which looks like a bit of like a door in a ship in a way. There's the shower, space for your soap and what have you. Quite a large one. You've got your heating there from your whale and your that's a water heater, and your Webasto system below that. Actually, don't often see whale outside the UK. At least that's the way it seems to me. There's a look down the motorhome. The lighting makes it very bright, very clear. Now, standing here in the kitchen, we've got this large, deep sink with a domestic plug. Okay, here we've got what is standard. It's a 3-burner hob. You've got space over there for letting your plates dry or leaving your oranges and pears and plants. And you've got a bit of space there for doing your prep. Here we've got these drawers, which as you can see are really deep, and we've got the gas over there. Coming down here into the lounge as such. Now it does seem as though the chairs could be, take my coat out of the way, maybe it seemed a bit small before, but maybe they're not so small. Anyway, they're certainly more than adequate, I think. And okay, you can see it's on a Renault base. Now the floor's not entirely flat, but the step is not such a big one, so I can live with that. The unusual thing is, though, the driving part seems to be lower than where the floor is. Now you can sit here. I can't quite get my feet onto the chair over there. I'd have to pull the chair forward a bit. The table, when the table is halved like this, I feel it gives so much room. It seems as though there's a lot more room in the van itself. Others may think differently, but that's the way I feel. And I think there's a magnificent amount of room here. Now, you've got this bed up there. I reckon the standing height under it is approximately 187 centimeters. So you've got plenty of room there as well. And over there you got the fridge, and above it there's more storage. I like this. I think this is really good. Suit me. It may be a bit big for me. Although it's not much. It's a little bit longer than mine, but not a lot. Let's have a look at some of the other details before we leave the van. Oh, I'd like to point this thing out as well. So, see, this is stuck here, so it's a place for your headrest when you're sitting on this chair. Now, I normally don't like these chairs here. Of course, if the bed comes down, you can't really put much else there. You can sit there and take your shoes off. Oh, and you've obviously got a flat insect screen there. Right, so let's have a look at some of the details, which I do like to start with as much as I can. This time I forgot. So it's on Renault Master 2.3, 130 horsepower, and there we have the prices. And unfortunately, I can't give you the measurements, but you can sort of see what they are. Now, one or two points about the roof. Okay, it does have this thing. The roof isn't flat, which is something I do prefer to have because it gives more space for for putting stuff up there, such as solar panels and other things, like your TV and whatever you want to put up there. We've got that bulge there in the roof because of the position of the bed. Now along the outside as well, we've got this really long Thule Omnistor awning.